this is definitely an exciting day for the Trade Act. Last year, as most of you know, we had 74 members of Congress who supported the Trade Act. This year, we have over 100 members supporting the Trade Act. We have a broad array of members as well this year supporting the Trade Act, from New Democrats to Blue Dog Democrats to Progressive Caucus, as well as the House Trade Working Group Caucus. We have 9 committee chairs, including Chairman Dingell. We have actually 45 subcommittee chairs supporting the Trade Act. We have co-sponsors from the bill from every single class that entered Congress since 1985. And we have the chair, the vice chair, and the whip of the Congressional Black Caucus who are supporting the Trade Act. We have the 3 past chairs of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus who are supporting the Trade Act. We have virtually all members of the Progressive Caucus and the Populist Caucus. We have 17 members of the Blue Dogs supporting it, including Whip Heath Shuler. We have 14 members of the New Democratic Caucus. Why do we have so many members of Congress supporting the Trade Act? Is because we are sick and tired of being against the trade deals that's been negotiated from previous administrations. And they are looking to stand for something. And we have support over a dozen groups and organizations that includes a wide array of labor, environmental, and faith-based, consumer, and family farm groups who are supporting the Trade Act. And why are so many large members supporting the Trade Act, you might ask? Because the American people demand change. They want change in how our trade policies have been negotiated over previous administrations. This bill will deliver on that promise. This bill fixes past agreements like NAFTA and sets a model for all future trade deals. All of us believe in trade on the Trade Act. We all know that we live in a globalized world, but we need to ensure that trade is fair and balanced for our workers and our economy. The Trade Act shows what we are for in the future trade deals, and it also paves the way for fixing some of the bad trade deals that have been negotiated. During the campaign, the President talked a lot about trade policy. The Trade Act represents change that the American people can believe in. It delivers on a broad public expectation that Congress and the President had created, that a new American trade policy will be set forward, and that's what the Trade Act does. This legislation actually translates into action what elected officials on both sides of the aisle have been talking about over the last 2 election cycles. And we took those conversations, those campaign promises from the President on down and put it in the Trade Act. The Trade Act provisions on, if you look at that, you look at what the individuals campaigned on during the last campaign cycle, you see a lot of similar themes. So I'm very pleased to be introducing the Trade Act with over 100 members of my colleagues, Republicans and Democrats, and look forward to having an open and honest dialogue with members of this administration and my colleagues on the House.